One of the roles of Amen is to provide resources for our physicians, our dentists, and our medical personnel. One of the things we've done recently is develop a prescription pad. Now, I recognize that prescription pads are part of a bygone era in some medical practices, but this is a very unique prescription pad. It is titled Prescription from Jesus, the Master Physician. Beloved, I pray that you prosper in all things and be in health just as your soul prospers, 3 John 2. In this prescription pad, the idea is that a physician can write a short note to their patient. A note like this: John, I'm praying for you. Mary, have courage, God is going to see you through. Or they can write a practical prescription. Like, for example, John, your blood pressure is high. Exercise will be helpful. I recommend you exercise 5 times a week, walking 30 minutes a time. Or, Mary, your cholesterol is high. I recommend that you cut down the fat in your diet by including more plant-based foods such as beans and lentils. So the prescription pad can be used in a variety of ways. It can be used either to write a short spiritual note, a Bible text, or a health principle. We feel that this prescription pad will be real helpful to our medical personnel, our physicians, and our dentists. One of the other things we've done at this particular Amen conference is to set up a model waiting room. And the questions we've asked our physicians are these: does your waiting room reflect your values, your purpose, and your mission statement? In this waiting room, there are at least 3 things. First, we have godly spiritual literature. And the literature is placed around the waiting room strategically. Some literature is on health. Other aspects of the literature that we have in the waiting room are on spiritual values. So the literature in the waiting room reflects our mission and our purpose.
When I first opened my dental office, or actually when I first purchased my dental office, the first order of business that my wife and I did was we knelt down in the middle of our waiting room. We had our literature rack, and we prayed and we dedicated the office to the Lord. And each time that we refill that literature rack, we do the same thing. We kneel down in the office and we dedicate that literature, that it will fall into the right hands and that people will be blessed. Most of the time we will not always know or even see the fruit of the ministry of the literature. But I'd like to read a little something that Mrs. White, a little poem at the end of, it's actually contained in the book Our High Calling, October 22. She says this, describing us as the seed planters. She says, "Thine is the seed time. God alone beholds the end of what is sown. Beyond our vision, weak and dim, the harvest time is hid with Him. Yet unforgotten where it lies, the seed of generous sacrifice, though seeming on the desert cast, shall rise with bloom and fruit at last." That's a promise. You know, even if we're busy in our work, the silent messengers of truth-filled literature is going to find its fruit because God promises that it will. So we take hope in that, and it's just fun to be, a small part, play a small part in that role of praying with patients, using literature to reach people for Jesus.
Second, within the waiting room, there are little placards. These placards speak a great deal of why we exist. Here's one that I've prepared for physicians that says, "Our commitment. You are more than a mere statistic. You're a human being created with limitless potential and highly valued by God. Your well-being is our top priority." There are a number of these designed so when the patient comes through the waiting room, they see what our values are. They're short, they're positive, and they're very, very encouraging. Here's another little plaque we've designed that says, keep smiling, it's good for your health. And then, a merry heart does good like a medicine. Another one here says, healthy choices make a difference. Health is a gift, cherish it. Choose to live healthfully every day. So the placards are designed to inspire, they're designed to encourage, they're designed to motivate our patients for better health. The third thing that we have here in our waiting room are pictures. Pictures of physicians and medical scenes that are quite encouraging to the patient. Here is a picture of a dental office with Christ giving assistance to the dentist. Throughout our medical office, there are pictures to inspire, pictures to uplift, pictures to let the patient know that this is a godly physician that believes that the Lord is guiding, directing, and in control of their health outcomes. When you look at this office, we incorporate something that we call architheming. Architheming says that you build into the architecture of your office or of your facility your mission. So every place you look, there's a picture that reveals Christian values. There's a picture that reveals Christian principles. There's literature that is much more than secular reading to take up time, but something that inspires, something that instructs, something as well that lifts the spirit. We do that with the pictures, with the literature, and also with our placards. As you incorporate your mission, your values, and your purpose into your office, it'll make a difference for your patients.